Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with Insomniacs After School episode number 2 reaction. Okay, the previous episode, it was the beginning and we get to meet two characters. The male character, I think his name was Nakami. He, he suffers from insomnia and he cannot really sleep at night. However, he feels drowsy in the morning. It's a very bad feeling. Obviously, he goes to school, almost feels falls asleep. People think that he's joking around and not taking stuff seriously. Stuff like that. Like he's struggling, and he kind of meets a girl named, what was her name? Magari. Yeah. Magari, in the observatory, where a rumor was spread that some ghost comes out or something, which later on we get to know that Magari was the one who spread so that nobody comes and bothers her. And they meet over there, and at first, they kind of get stuck over there, and little by little they kind of get to know each other. He gets to know that Magari also has insomnia, but they fall asleep in the observatory, later on realizing that yeah, this place is perfect for them. No, like outside commotion, nothing like that. And yeah, then they start hanging out, and Magari also realizes that she actually falls asleep in the presence of Nakami, because of the sound of the heartbeat. She gets to know that, and yeah, that is where it kind of ended. We get to see them kind of hanging out at night, going in the outside, at night, because obviously they cannot really sleep at night. So all that's left to do is just move around and hang around. And yeah, as dawn comes, they both feel asleep, drowsy, and it was a nice way it ended. It was the beginning of their the connection, the relationship, and let's see where this goes from here onwards. All right, episode number 2. Let us get started. I'll be putting subtitles on the timer here. Sync it to whichever is your preference, and let's begin. All right, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. All right. Cashless payments. Damn. Wait, who's that? Is that the dad? Yeah, Ganta. Oh, is Ganta like his first name? Uh, he's feeling nice. What the? What type of weird game is that? Oh boy. Oh, she's looking a lot fresher today. Like the bags underneath her eyes and everything. Oh yeah, they took phone numbers. I gave it some thought. Hmm. Why does he have a glass as his profile picture? True. Yeah, yeah, that's true. True. Like people, and the fact, yeah. And I don't think he also wants others to know that he has insomnia. Like, goes both way. All right. Yeah. What? Oh, this is the first time we're hearing the opening. I don't think we got the opening in the previous episode. Yeah. Wait, the cat will be there. the third member of this of this anime. That'll be kind of funny. Oh, the more people will. Wait, the cat is actually a member. Oh my god. Wow. Damn. This is a crazy opening. Wow. The amount of visuals put in this opening alone is amazing. Like, so many. Alright. Hmm. Cleaning up. Alright. Renovate. Okay. Yeah, it's true. We need a futon. Okay. Yeah. What the hell is that emoji? Oh no. Okay. Wait, are they even allowed to bring blankets in school? I don't know. Number two. Yo, look at the cat. Oh boy. Wow, there's a lot of things here. What? Yeah, like, what? What? Yeah. um, yeah. Don't recognize that benefit. Oh, okay, that's interesting. It's crazy how Call of the Night also the main character also has this problem, and he had like some trouble with his family members. That's why he can never go to sleep. Hmm. Yeah, exactly. Hmm. Okay. And the cat is still. That's a fat cat. Okay. Bunch of names, yeah. Friggin' cat. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that happened the previous episode. GB Oji-san. Oh boy. Hmm. Yep, he's feeling drowsy. Oh my god. Oh boy. Hmm. Well, there's some nice folklore. Oh, is he planning to bring those too? Wait, are they even allowed to do that? Yeah, well, okay, she really didn't ask her, like, what was that about? That's interesting. Oh, that's why. Okay, it might be okay then. Nab one. It'll be difficult to, yeah, like, carry these. I feel like he can ask his friend, that one friend he has. I forgot his name. Oh my god. Yeah, and this is the smaller one. This is a bigger one. Oh no, I feel like someone's there. Oh no, no one's there, thank god. Now for the other one. What? Oh, she'll get to. I don't know if that's comfortable. Hydrate leather. What? Okay, so they only plan on bringing one. That's very low. What? Oh no, someone's here. It's probably his friend. He's the only one who knows. Yeah. Nah, don't those ghosts don't open doors. I don't think they do. Oh, okay. Well, all right. Wait, the cat opened the door? Oh no, he's going to go up. There you go. Typical cats. Oh my god. Well, there goes your resting place. This cat is awfully comfortable for like usually cats are like kind of paranoid most of the time unless they're pet cats. What? So what is he? What about him then? Well, that's nice. The cat's eyes move scorp. Oh no, hopefully the cat doesn't take her lettuce again. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's actually going to take our lettuce again. Maybe this time it'll take the whole sandwich. Yeah, they need to do that. Exactly. Hmm. Damn. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, there she was. Oh, everyone's doing their clubs. All her friends. All right. Damn, that's impressive. Oh, oh my god, it took the lettuce again. Oh no. Oh no. She followed him. She followed the cat. Oh my god. She has a net. Well, now. Oh boy. Mm, the cat just gets in. The cat is like, up. Gotta go to my favorite spot. Yep, there you go. Hmm. It's probably going to take the responsibility and say, like, yes. Yeah. Oh no. Oh no. Oh boy. Okay, I think you need to tell her about the insomnia. Oh my god. He needs to explain about the insomnia. Yeah. I feel like she will be like, no, make this a proper club, then I'll allow. Like, she's a teacher, she cannot like really allow this. So the only way to kind of go around this, yeah, she's probably going to say like, make this an official club. Like, make this a proper club. Yeah. Like, how long would have they kept this a secret? This is a school, you know? There you go. Mm. Well, this is just a matter of time, you know? Like this is a school. Like, you cannot really keep this a secret. Like, so yeah, I feel like this was for the better. Like, at least. Oh, here we go. Ask the deeds for later. Alright, here we go. Oh. Okay, what did I don't think she said. She probably said, there you go. That's what she said. She probably came and like said that, yeah, they want to become like the club members. What? Ah, there you go. That's nice. Yeah. Okay. Well, about that. So she's like, oh, this is perfect. Yeah. Astronomical telescope. Yeah. Okay. It's, yeah, bigger. Not bigger, but it's closer to the Earth. Oh. Yeah. Well, yes. Oh my god. Mm. Mm. And this is like as you said, like a toy. Like better ones, expensive ones even go further, I guess. Oh boy. Okay. Um. What was that about? I'm getting a bad feeling about this. Does she have like some kind of disease or something? Oh no. I hope it doesn't go in that direction. Oh my god, that was weird. The last line that she said. Wait, what the? Yo, the cats. Canon. Okay, I like how they put the manga panels in there. All right, that was episode number 2. Now, I don't know what the last part was about. Like, why did she suddenly say that? Like, is this going to be something like, oh, like she had some kind of a life-threatening disease or something, and she's going to die, like something like that? I don't want that. Like, please, for the love of God, please don't add these type of things. Like, oh my God, I've had enough with what's the name? You Lie in April. Like, I don't want that again, please. Oh my God, like I really hope that was just like a just like something she said. Like, it doesn't have any like special significance. Like, but I don't know. Oh my God, I don't know. Anyways, I'm sure we'll get to know as the story progresses. But I really hope it isn't something like that, like something that I'm envisioning. All right. So in this episode, we begin with we get a brief glimpse of his dad, Ganta's dad. He excuse me, he was like sleeping in the sofa, and Ganta's like making like his own food and everything, and he goes off to school. Everything looks pretty nice, like he's feeling probably pretty fresh, and gets into the class, sees Magari, I think that was her name, yeah, and yeah, they kind of like he kind of messages her to not act as if he she knows him, and to talk only in the observatory, because according to him, obviously she doesn't want the observatory's secret to come out. Like, if they start talking, and like if her friends ask like, oh, what's up, why are you suddenly talking to him, and like she said like, oh, I could just tell that we became friends, but he's like, no, like if it progresses further than that, they might ask, like like try to hang out with you and go to the observatory, and the observatory's secret is going to come out, and as soon as that happens, like it'll be more troublesome with the school will get to know, and they might actually shut it down. So all that problem, and also her own insomnia, she has kept it a secret up until now. He also has kept it a secret, so that is why he's like, yeah, you don't want that to come out as well, do you? So I feel like that was like the better move here, because obviously, yeah, like unless and until they're comfortable sharing their own problems with others, you know uh they should keep this a secret. But obviously the secret was kind of short lived, because later on, obviously, the school gets to know about it. So now the whole astronomy club is official, at least. And yeah, the observatory thing is not a secret. However, I'm pretty sure both of them will still keep their insomnia a secret from everyone else, unless and until like they get more club members who they might actually share this with. Like in the opening, I kind of saw a few more characters over there, kind of hanging around. So maybe they'll also join. I don't know. So yeah. So after that, we get to see, yeah, we get to see them go to the, like, oh, he kind of messaged that, oh, we'll meet later on in the observatory, and they're keeping on messaging, like, to each other. We see Ganta, yeah, him talking to Magari about the doorknob. Now, this is one thing that I just said in the previous episode. I was like, yeah, gotta like fix that doorknob first, because like it's such a very like inconvenient thing. Like, you cannot really close it from the inside, and once you close it from the inside, you'll get stuck. That type of thing, and it's very inconvenient, especially if you're trying to keep the place a secret. You gotta like change the doorknob. So uh, Ganta's like, okay, I'm going to change it and try to fix it. And Margaret's like, wait, you can do that? And he's like, yeah, like, it's not a big deal. like, I know how to fix these type of mechanical things. They were also talking about something to bring there to kind of like make the place more comfortable, clean the place up, and like a place to kind of get oh no, wait, they were talking about the oh no, it's not here. A little bit later, they talk about the doorknob. Here, they were talking about at the beginning. They were talking about making the place more comfortable. Yeah, so that was what they're talking about. The doorknob section comes a little bit later. So they talk about that, and they were like, so yeah, we need to bring more stuff to make us more comfortable. Like, who wants to sleep in a cardboard box? Like, yeah, that's that's uncomfortable as hell. So now here's the thing. Obviously, like in in obviously in animes, like what I have noticed, like in Japan, schools give the students a lot of freedom. Like the whole thing with the student council, where they give student council president like most of the freedom, like like to make actual decisions, and obviously like decisions which they'll relay to the teachers later on. However, the fact that student council and all the different councils in the school have so much power, and they can actually do actual changes to the school, is something that I've always really loved. And it's really impressive, because it kind of gives like students the power, or something to do, something to change if they don't like about a certain, like for example in clubs, you can easily bring stuff in if you take permission from the student council. And that is another thing where like making changes to the school, bringing stuff in, for example like a blanket or something. That's what they were thinking about. Obviously here in this section they cannot really tell anyone, because this is supposed to be a secret. But usually what happens is, in a club, if you need to bring stuff in, I think you ask permission from the student council, and the student council is like, all right, you know what, yeah, you're fine to bring this in. You're probably fine to bring it, and kind of decorate the club room like you want. Like, this is something that I've always really loved, because it actually gives the students like the power to change something in the school, like like bring something in, stuff like that, kind of make the club room just like they want it to. So yeah, now here obviously none of that will come to play, because they're keeping this a secret. So they themselves take decision to take bring some blankets or something that's going to help them like get a little comfy over there, like instead of cardboard boxes. And at first Magari brings some weird stuff over here, like some just random toys. Like there was that Daruma, and then there was that little giraffe that ape with the what was that? I don't remember what they're called. The ones that you play like this. That little toy. Then there was that little sunflower which kind of dances and music. And the sunflower is kind of funny, because I remember like having something like this as well. Not like this. And here it plays music as well. But the thing that I had was like a little sunflower, and it had like a little panel, which if you put it in the sunlight, it was like a little solar panel, I think. If you put it in the sunlight, the sunflower kind of dances. It's kind of a really funny little thing. Like it doesn't need any battery. This little solar panel, just like how plants need sunlight. Like it kind of uses the same kind of thing, thing here, where you put the thing in the sunlight and the sunflower dances a little bit. It was a funny little thing, I used to have. But yeah, anyways, this sunflower just reminded me of that. Either way, you can see that Magari is like, oh, like this sunflower will help us sleep. And he says that the place, what does she say here? She says something like, let me read this part. I was reading a book a while ago, and it said one of the reason people struggle to sleep is because their brains don't recognize their bedroom as a comforting environment. So this kind of strikes, I think, deep within Ganta. He kind of thinks about it. And now here's the thing. The thing that she says here, it's an interesting thing, because yeah, obviously I can understand what she's trying to say, that if there's a place where you don't really recognize as being safe, comfortable, or appropriate, you won't be able to fall asleep. That's why people kind of have struggles when they go somewhere out, like in some hotel or something, like somewhere out abroad, or like anywhere, when they're traveling, some people have trouble falling asleep in a new environment because they're not really able to, like unlike their room where they're like safe, comfortable, they don't feel that thing because it's a random place you're just sleeping in. So that is why it makes so much sense. And like I said, and like another show, Call of the Night, I'm like I reacted to that here in this uh, channel as well. Also, the main character had insomnia, kind of wasn't able to fall asleep, and that's why like the main character goes out at night and meets a vampire. Like that was the story. So there as well, the main character, he had trouble sleeping because of his family. He wasn't comfortable with like a lot of things that happened in his family. I think they didn't really like elaborate more on that. I think like they'll probably talk about that later in the upcoming seasons if you get more season of that. But it was hinted that he had trouble with he had family troubles, and that is why he was never able to fall asleep at night because of that. And that kind of makes sense here, obviously, as Magai says that yeah, you need to like feel that the place you're sleeping is comfortable and like like safe and is a good place to make it more like nicer and feel more comfortable. And she brought all those stuff in. Alright, anyways, later on we get to see a little cat, like just hanging out, and like Margaret's friend was talking about like that cat to her, and she was like, oh, like Margaret's like, oh, is it a pet cat? And she's like, no, it's a cat just like goes around. A lot of people have given it a lot of names, especially the nurse. I forgot her name. She calls it a friggin' cat or a kuso cat or kusoneko. Because it took her lettuce, So yeah, and a lot of other people calls it a lot of other things. And yeah, now while all of this was happening, we get to see later on that Ganta falls asleep and like bangs her head in the table, and like the other girls are like making fun of her. He gets embarrassed and leaves, and later on he finds out that there's a sofa which would be like disposed of. So he immediately goes to Margari and tells her about it. Now this part is kind of weird because you see like her friend, Margari's friend, comes in, and Margaret's like literally whispering to like Nakami on the other side. Her friend, she sees the whole thing, calls her, and doesn't even ask her what was that about. She just calls her and she's like, "Hey, let's go." And like she saw the whole thing. Wouldn't she be a little bit curious that what is she doing? Who is she whispering to? Like that was very weird. She just came in, just looked at her for like a couple of seconds, her whispering, and then just casually calls her and says, "Let's go." And she doesn't like, she could have easily just peeked on the other side and like try to see who was there, or ask her like, "Oh, who are you whispering to?" She did nothing of that sort. She just that was really kind of unusual. I don't know why she did that. Like I'm pretty sure she realized that she was speaking to someone, but either or maybe she wasn't really that interested in. Yeah, I don't know. Like, anyways, never mind. Like, or maybe she knew who she was speaking to. Either of it. Anyways, so later on, Margari goes and like looks at the sofa, and they're like, "Yep, let's bring this in because either way, this will be disposed of." So they take the sofa and brings it out, and obviously they struggle bringing it out. It's like goddamn like sofa. So they get in, and Margari sits down over on top of it, and she's like, "Oh, I need like a foot stand, to put my foot in." And this part was funny where Ganta was bringing the foot stand in, and she just puts her legs on top of him. And then there was a noise, and they were very concerned. They was like, "Oh, what is it?" And then in comes the cat. And I love how the first thing the cat does is just gets up on the sofa and falls asleep. And oh boy, and she's like, "Oh, I'm going to like." She's also like the cat is also part of the society, so the cat is number 2. And he's like, "Wait, wasn't I supposed to be number 2?" And she's like, "No, because like cats like they meow and like so, and 2 is ni in Japanese, so ni and nya kind of the same, and that is why the cat should be number 2 and you should be number 3." That was an interesting logic, you know. Two and like ni and a nya. So that was like the logic what she used, that and you know, like made the cat number 2. Now after that, this part of the nurse, she was, you know, like just eating her sandwich, and the cat again just, like, I don't know why the cat only takes the lettuce. Like, why the lettuce? What's this fascination with the lettuce? I don't know. And the cat was like just there, like, you know, ready to bounce, like, you know, just bounce in and get the lettuce. And while all of this was happening, uh, Magari and Ganta talks about how to, like, you know, like about changing the lock. And Ganta's like, yeah, I need to do that because otherwise it's kind of like, you know, like very risky. Like the secret won't be safe if the lock is open. So he's like, I'm going to fix it. No, like, you know, don't worry about it. And obviously, Magari has a swimming club, so she's going to come a little bit later. And Magari asks, like, aren't you interested in, like, you know, like joining some clubs? And he's like, no, like it's too late for it. Like, you know, it's like July or something. And yeah, and this was interesting because we later on kind of see him just walking past all the different clubs. Like at first, Margari with the swimming club, then there was that art club girl, like, you know, all of them are Margari's friends, and then that girl was doing the baseball, and like everyone like was like in the club while he was just moving past all of them and went to the observatory and starts fixing the door handle. So there you go. Margari, after finishing her club, gets an ice cream for him and her, and is on her way while Ganta is fixing the doorknob, and in comes the cat with its offering, that is the lettuce. The cat was probably offering that lettuce to, like, you know, Ganta because, you know, they gave her like, you know, the cat a little place to stay. That was probably because of, like, you know, of that gratitude. The only thing that the cat can do is like grab a lettuce and bring it to him. Like that's why, you know, like took the lettuce and like offered it to Ganta. But you know, like, yeah, like disaster strikes after that because obviously the nurse had her eyes on the cat, and she followed it over here with a net. I don't know what she was going to do after capturing the cat, but either way, the secret is out. So yeah, the nurse asks you know, Ganta that, oh, what's this about, and gets in, goes on top and sees the whole place, and she's like, what is this, like, you know, and did you do all of this? And you can see that Ganta takes like the full responsibility, doesn't really want to involve Magari in this, you know, because she's also going to fall into trouble. But Magari, like, you know, comes in at that exact moment, and yeah, the secret is completely out. So here Ganta, like, you know, like apologizes and asks like, you know, the teacher that can you please look the other way, because this is the only place that we have where you can let go of our, like, you know, like our troubles, like we can run off to, and we can like sleep here, and otherwise we are, I think he actually says, just a minute, where is that part? He kind of explains about his insomnia, kind of. Okay, where's that part? Only place where you can run off to since we're sleepless. There you go. Yeah, he doesn't talk about insomnia, but he kind of says like, oh, we're sleepless. So I'm sure the nurse will later on, like, you know, properly ask them about what was that about and why are you sleepless, and get to know more about their condition. But either way, he kind of explains it, and at this point, that was the only way to, like, you know, kind of do something here, because otherwise they cannot really, like, what can I say, like, cannot really keep their condition a secret, and like the secret is out, so they need to explain it, and he kind of explains it. And you know, Magari also apologizes and says like, I was the one who found the place and invited Nakami-kun to join me, so like it was my fault. And yeah, and the teacher is like, and the nurse is like, I understand what you're saying, but I am a teacher, like I really cannot keep this a secret from the higher ups, and I need to say, like, you know, tell this. So here Ganta comes up with a decision. He's like, all right, then, you know, if that's the case, if this place is going to be shut down, then, you know, like, I'll become the member of this club. And yeah, and like the nurse is like, just so that you can get this place to yourself, you'll become a club member. And he's like, yeah. And at first the nurse really doesn't say much, and she's like, all right, fine, I'll look into it, but I will have to tell this to the teachers. And obviously Ganta and Magari kind of gave up hope over here. They were like, oh, like we're not getting this place back. And the teacher goes away. Now, interesting thing, they kind of thought that the nurse would probably tell the teachers that, oh, this is what's happening, the place is being, like they were like in this place, and when I went and confronted them about it, they said that they want to be the club members. Now, if she went in that direction and told the teachers that, the teachers would definitely not allow them to be the club members. However, it's nice to see later on that she really didn't say that. What she said was like, oh, they want to become club members. That's all that she said, which kind of helped them keep the place, because the teachers were like, all right, that's great, like we don't have any club members here, and the telescope and everything was going to, it's pretty expensive, and it was just there, just like nothing was people are not using it. So we were thinking of doing something about it. So I'm glad that people are going to become the students who actually want to be join the club. So we fully support that. That's how it went. And it was nice of the nurse to actually I'm pretty sure she just said that they want to become club members, nothing more than that. If she said something else like, oh, they were there, and when I confronted them about it, that's when they said the teacher wouldn't allow it, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, that was nice of her to do that, because I'm pretty sure she also realized that these students definitely suffer from the insomnia trouble. And not only that, if I take away this place from them, it won't actually be good for them. They'll leave the only place that is where they can escape to. And yeah, and I feel like it was good that the whole secret was out, because like I said, I've always found it really weird as to how are they going to keep this a secret. This is a school, this is not like your neighborhood secret base that you make where it'll be a secret from others. No, this is a school. Obviously the school knows there's a telescope over here, and I'm pretty sure officials come in here now and then. So the fact that they were making a whole little base over here without with keeping the whole thing a secret in itself was a risky move, because in no way it would have been a secret. And just like that, the secret comes out, and I'm glad that they're actually officially now allowed to stay here. So this was needed, and I'm glad that this happened. And I'm glad that the nurse is the one who got to see this and kind of smoothed everything over. And yeah, now later on, after that, Magari and Ganta were depressed. Ganta's like, let's clean this place up tomorrow. Magari was crying. But the next day, the intercom it kind of asks them to come in. Everyone, all the students in the class, they were like, oh, what's going on? Why are both of them being called at the same time? Let's ask for the details later on. All that stuff, the usual things that happen in the classroom. And yeah, they go in over there, and obviously they were expecting the worst, and they were thinking they will say something like, oh, you guys have to leave that place, you won't be allowed there, this and that. But the teachers were like, perfect, you want to be a club, club members of the astronomy club, don't you? That's perfect. And as soon as they say that, they realize that the nurse really didn't say that much, and just told them that they want to become club members. Nothing more than that, she said, which helped out. Okay, so yeah, the teacher says that there's been some concern lately about letting such well-equipped observatory go to waste. Would reflect poorly on our reputation. Yep. And that's why they were thinking of what to do, and perfect timing, they want to be club members. And the nurse, okay, what's her name? Kurashiki, okay, Kurashiki sensei. She decided to become the advisor of the club, and they were obviously very happy about this. And yeah, and the vice principal is like, oh, there have been rumors over there of ghosts and stuff coming out. and that's why people like didn't really go there. I'm so glad that you guys want to become club members over there. This is going to dispel all the rumors now. And like Gandha was almost like laughing out loud, because he knows that Magari was the one who like spread the rumors, and Magari like pinched him to stop talking like or laughing. Either way, they leave, and later on obviously they start running and they're very happy. And yeah, so this is actually becoming a club. Later on, we see Ganta kind of kind of putting together the like little telescope, and the cat is also there. And yeah, and Manga is like, should I help? And he's like, no, it's fine. Like I can do it. And he makes the telescope. It's a small little telescope, obviously not as good as the big ones, but it does its job. So this is what they should start practicing with. And he kind of like adjusts it, looks at the moon, and yeah, Margaret also looks at it. They kind of bump into each other's I think like head while doing it. And yeah, so there you go. Here what happens is a weird thing happens here. Marguerite is like standing underneath the moonlight, and she's like, if I end up on the moon, then I'll wave down to you. And Gantha's like, wait, what? Again with the ghost? I knew you made the thing up. And then he looks at her, and she looks awfully serious. And then she's like, haha. I just felt like saying, no, yeah, this was such a weird scene. I don't like this scene. I feel like this is like some kind of a like like an indication, foreshadowing us to something like like I said, I don't want any more You'll Lie in April, like stuff going on, like, oh, someone's going to die, like that's just, I really hope that's not the case here, and she just said this for some other reason. Like, who knows, maybe she meant it literally about going to the moon. Maybe she wants to become an astronaut or something. I don't know. I hope it's something like that, unlike like not that she's going to die or something. Like, I really hope that's the case, because good god, like I don't want like another ending like that, like please. And that's where it ended over there. So there you go. Like I said, the last scene is actually kind of concerning, but let's wait and see what happens. I really hope that it's not what I'm thinking about, like no life and death drama. I don't need that, please. But anyways, that is it. That was my reaction to episode number 2 of Insomniacs After School. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button and subscribe. If you're new to the channel or you haven't subscribed, comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. That is it. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys next week with another episode of Insomniacs After School. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.